The office party had that familiar, uncomfortable energy. People smiling too hard, laughter that didn't quite reach their eyes, and conversations that felt more like strategy than small talk. Glasses clinked, music played, and beneath every polite exchange was a quiet race for approval. I'd spent the last several months buried in work, finalizing a deal that brought in more profit than the company had seen in years. But achievement didn't make me loud. I preferred to let my results speak for themselves. Maybe that's why people like Rachel felt safe taking aim. Rachel was the kind of person who filled every room she entered. Confident, beautiful, and dangerously clever. She had a way of turning cruelty into comedy, disguising insults as humor. When I walked in that evening, I could already hear her laughter, the kind that made people lean in, even if it came at someone's expense. It didn't take long before I heard my own name slip from her mouth. At first, it was small things. A light jab about my obsession with work, a smirk when she joked that I probably dreamed in spreadsheets. The people around her laughed too, not because it was funny, but because it was easy to laugh than to risk being her next target. I smiled politely, said nothing, and pretended not to notice. But deep down, each comment burned a little hotter. Rachel thrived on control. She loved making others uncomfortable, while pretending it was all in good fun. And as the night went on, the alcohol made her bolder. When a younger analyst asked how I stayed so composed under pressure, Rachel leaned in with a tipsy grin and said, "Oh, he just Googles everything. It's not genius, it's luck." The group burst into laughter, and she soaked it in like applause. Something in me shifted. I'd tolerated her digs long enough. I set my drink down slowly, and when she turned toward me with that gleam in her eye, I knew what was coming. "Don't take it personally, Daniel," she said loud enough for everyone to hear. "It's just a joke." That line, the one every bully uses when they've gone too far, hung in the air. The group laughed again, softer this time, uncertain. I smiled, not the kind that hides discomfort, but the kind that signals quiet intent. "Just a joke," I repeated, my tone calm and clear. The laughter died instantly. Rachel hesitated, still trying to hold her smirk. "Yeah," she said, shrugging. "You know me. I tease everyone." I nodded slightly, meeting her gaze. "And what you've got," I said evenly, "is just that, a joke." The room froze. Her face faltered, her practiced grin slipping. For a moment, no one moved. Even the music seemed quieter. The meaning hit her before I had to explain it, that her charm, her false confidence, her power over people, was nothing more than performance. She blinked, trying to recover. "What's that supposed to mean?" she asked, her voice tight. "It means some of us build something real," I said quietly, while others hide behind laughter, because that's all they have. No one dared interrupt. The silence was sharper than any insult could be. Her face flushed, and I could see the recognition in her eyes, that she lost control of the moment she always owned. I didn't gloat. I didn't need to. I simply straightened my jacket, nodded to the others, and said, "Enjoy the party." Then I walked away, leaving her standing there, suddenly smaller than she'd ever seen before. After that, the atmosphere shifted. Conversations resumed, but people avoided her eyes. Every time she tried to laugh, the sound felt forced, empty. No one wanted to join in. The balance had changed. Later, as I left, one of the senior managers stopped me by the door. "That was impressive," he said, quietly, smiling. "Someone needed to put her in her place." I just nodded. I didn't feel triumphant, just steady. Because real power, I've learned, isn't about raising your voice or proving your worth to a crowd. It's about control, staying calm when someone tries to humiliate you and letting truth do the work for you. By Monday morning, everyone in the office had heard what happened. Rachel avoided me completely. I didn't say a word. I didn't need to. Some lessons don't require a second delivery. Respect isn't taken. It's earned. And sometimes all it takes to end mockery is one moment of composure sharp enough to silence a room.